Hey everyone, this is Ask Reddit Volume 4. It's a bit shorter this time around. I'm just getting a bit too good at the maps, I think. Hope you enjoy it. What should one do in their 20s to avoid regrets in their 30s and 40s? If you're in a relationship that is making you feel bad more often than good, end it sooner rather than later. That is a very good piece of advice. Have a few close friends, but keep making new ones. I'm all for making your own way, but you'd be shocked to know how many people got to where they are because they knew someone who knew someone. But also, don't go out of your way to only make friends to advance your career. Have two hobbies. One that is of interest to you and you are happy doing it alone. The other one, try to have it be with other people. Preferably one of them has you getting outdoors often. Spend time with relatives that probably won't be there in your 40s. That one's very true. Spend time with people who are not going to be around forever. What is the smallest hill you are willing to die on? Women's clothing should have more pockets. I don't get why it doesn't. That seems so weird to me. That four-way stops are not the place for pleasantries. Go when it's your turn or it's up the rotation. Man, imagine having a four-way stop. I saw that shit when I went to America. Weird. Roundabouts are a good thing. If you don't like them, you don't understand how they work. You shouldn't put ketchup on fries that people are sharing. Only on fries that you are eating yourself, or if you ask other people first. People need to either wear headphones/earbuds or mute their device in public, including children. True. What screams insecurity, but most people don't realize? When you achieve something or improve your life in any way and their first instinct is to tease or make fun of you. There's nothing worse than like talking up something that you've done to somebody than them just turn around and be like, that's kind of lame. Always having something negative to say when something good happens to someone else. Just let someone have their moment. Let someone be happy. Never apologizing. So true. There's nothing wrong with owning up to a mistake. Taking a situation that was never about you or had you involved in it and somehow making it all about yourself. Normally that will end up with somebody having a paragraph about themselves, so that's good. If you had the ability to bring back a cancelled series, what would it be? I want TLC and the History Channel to go back to being about learning and history. I don't. I honestly don't. I want Ancient Aliens to keep going, because I like it. Amazon's version of The Tick. Yeah, apparently that was supposed to be really good. Glow. Was that wrestling show on Netflix? The Boondocks? I don't think they could make that show anymore. Marvel's Agent Carter. I thought all of those shows were like average at best. Mindhunter. So good. I can't believe they got rid of that show. It's such a Netflix thing to cancel it like that. They needed more. What TV show had the worst ending? Heroes. God, that writer's strike really had that show go wildly off the rails. X-Files tried to tie several story arcs together that directly contradicted one another and did it with a clip show. Any clip show is awful. I can't imagine having a finale being a clip show. BBC Sherlock? Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get Benedict Cumberbatch back on somehow. Westworld, because they set it up for a final season that was cancelled. Yeah, whenever a show gets cancelled, doing their big wrap-up after that, it's gonna be horrible. Who, in your opinion, is the most overrated artist? DJ Khaled. But he says DJ Khaled is funny. In terms of current popularity, Jack Harlow, I'm a pretty big rap fan, but man, that guy makes some of the most mid music I've ever heard. He just sounds like a white version of when Drake phones it in. Machine Gun Kelly, that album was good for a while. He just starts being a person and you're just aware of it now and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. Never understood the Bieber craze. Okay, yeah, 2012 called. He makes good music now. You're telling me that Stay isn't a banger? Come on. What's something that was supposed to be the next big thing but absolutely flopped? The resurrection of the DCEU. A Segway? I kind of want one now though. 3D TVs, oh my god, remember when 3D movies were the biggest thing in the world and Avatar made $2 billion because of it? Google Glass, oh yeah. New Coke, the company changed the recipe and people were so mad that within 3 months they brought back the old one, which is why today it's called Coke Classic. M. Night Shyamalan was once called the next Spielberg. What a twist. What show has never had a bad season? Black Books, off. Black Book fans, they are stans for that show. Gravity Falls, I've been meaning to watch that. Everyone says it's great. It's like linked in with the Rick and Morty guys and they're good. Batman the Animated Series, that's supposed to be amazing. Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman. The Wire, yeah. That's another one where everyone says it's amazing. Mindhunter? Yeah, well, to be fair, they only had 2 seasons, so. The In-Betweeners, if they went another season over, it would have been weird. Blackadder. British people, right? That's the joke, British people. What was the worst decision of your life? Here we go, something juicy. I was engaged to a 32-year-old mum of 4 kids when I was 21 years old. What? Why did you propose? Probably that 20 years of non-stop drinking and drug use. Looking back and trying to understand how I made that same decision every day is sad. Got myself together now at 36. Man, imagine just being completely wasted for 20 years from 16 upwards. Trying crystal meth. I didn't use for long, but damn, did my life take a nosedive. I wonder what the thought process is to make that decision. What is one brand that you'll never buy from? The ones that constantly pay YouTube channels to do spots for them. It just makes me very suspicious of the quality. Raycon is a good example. Apparently Raycon is terrible. Acme, I've seen documentaries on how their product hurts coyotes. Fiji water. Aside from wild overpricing of all bottled water, that brand is utterly anti-environment. The bottles are made in China, shipped thousands of miles to Fiji and filled with admittedly good tasting water, but they're then put back in a ship and sailed more thousands of miles to the west coast, put on trucks and trains and shipped east. When you work it all out, the amount of oil burned to get that bottle to you would fill half the bottle. That's a lot of wars that America's gonna fight to be able to get that back. What was the video game you were obsessed with as a kid? Minecraft. If Minecraft accurately kept track of how long you had spent playing the game, easily over 1,000 hours. Crash Bandicoot? I think Crash Bandicoot is the first video game I ever played. Original Lego Star Wars was a big one for me. Oh my god, I remember getting that for my birthday. I got to stay up for an extra hour to play it on my PlayStation 2. It was mad. Call of Duty Zombies? Oh my god. That's another one where easily over 1,000 hours in that. I love that game so much. What screams I'm a bad parent? Using your kid as therapy and then getting upset when they have issues regulating their emotions. I would say it's oddly specific, but 12,000 people agreed, so maybe it's not. Not believing in telling your children no. As Dr. Phil would call it, it's the entitled generation. Parents who can't apologize to a child. It's okay to have human emotions and moments, to be triggered or struggling and lash out to be wrong, but for the love of all things good, apologize and change. There's nothing wrong with apologizing. I feel like I say that in almost every short. Ironically, never thinking you're a bad parent. Yeah, it's like anything. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of self-doubt to keep you motivated. Thank you, gamers, for watching so much. 2023, we're gonna do good this year. I will see you all in the next one.